Hi, good afternoon. I'm Valerie Milano, the senior editor of the Hollywood Times, and I'm so thrilled to have Giorgio here, and I'm going to have him introduce himself. Thank you so much for being with us, Giorgio.
Thanks to you. I'm Giorgio Clementelli. I am a director. I've been doing this job since 2001. I work mainly for television. I work for Italian TV shows. And then with my production company, I have made a lot of short movies, corporate movies, promotional video clips, and USAH is my first feature film, my first documentary.
Wonderful. And that's what we'll be talking about today. So we'll start today with how long did USAH take to shoot?
Well, the shootings were very fast because I only had 30 days to perform all the shootings that I had planned very accurately from Italy. I shot on the last summer 22. I've been driving for 3,000 miles through the 7 states of the Eastern Coast because I had planned 84 locations to visit and for making the shooting. So I had to be very accurate with the schedule to perform and to get everything that I had planned. Fortunately, I managed to do everything that I had planned and even more, because when I was on location, I found out that there were more things to see and more stories to tell that could be interesting and could be uncommon as the others that I had written.
Yeah, all right. Well, the illustrations in this project are so captivating and interactive. Why was it important to have the illustrations be such a key part of the documentary?
Well, it's the main thing, because when you tell a story, I think to catch the attention, to keep the attention level always high, you have to show what you are telling. And so in many use the images of a character in normal situations, and then they tell a certain kind of story. I wanted to put the character in that situation that I was talking about. And that was a challenge because it's impossible to find the material. So I had to involve many famous Italian drawers that illustrated some of the main scenes, of the main parts of the stories. And then I used the AI to illustrate all the other parts. And so I had the chance to show to the people John Belushi dressed like a Ghostbuster, because he was supposed to take the part of Venkman instead of Bill Murray, or to see John Lennon inside the Dakota building with the ghost of a woman at his back. This is the thing that I wanted to catch the attention of the viewers and to take them into the story without getting them bored. That was my biggest fear. That's why I used this kind of short cuts of story. I chose the most interesting, the most uncommon, unusual parts of the stories to tell these aspects of famous characters, of famous locations, and to show the places the way they are now, confronted to the way they were in the times when the story takes place.
Okay, yeah. Well, why do you believe that horror as a genre has grown in popularity over the years? Is horror a reflection of how horrific humans are in society?
I don't know because we could go back to the Grand Guignol in France. We can go back to the horror theater acts that there were also in the 18th century, in the 17th century. Horror has always been a fundamental part, I think, of the storytelling. And my idea was to tell these stories the way they could be told around a bonfire during the Halloween night. This kind of storytelling always fascinated me. The beginning of The Fog from John Carpenter. This is my inspiration when the captain tells the children the horrific stories about the characters. And so I think no, I don't think that it's a reflection of these times because I think that before it was much worse than now, much worse. Only now we have the actual perception. We can see it from the news. We can see everywhere. Before you couldn't, but the horror that's always been, and now there is just a little part of the horror that used to be in the old times. So I think that it's a thing that fascinates people from the beginning of the times.
Okay, thank you. So what is on the horizon for you next? Can we expect more installments of USAH?
Yeah, I hope so, because I have planned from the beginning this movie as a three-part movie, as a trilogy. The first part is about the New England, the eastern states. The second part supposedly will be about the southern states, and the third part will be about the western and the middle states that are the newer states, but that they have a lot of stories to tell. And with this formula of telling the stories through art, I would like to tell also uncommon stories of many other countries. In Europe, it's easier than in America because there is a so much longer history. And so this is my goal to tell this kind of stories in this way, trying to making things interesting not only for horror fans but hopefully for everybody, because they talk about true life aspects, true life stories, and not only horror things or horror stories.
Well, I am a personal fan of horror, so it works for me. So tell us how we can find you on social media or website and the movie. Tell our viewers and our readers. Yeah.
Yeah, you can find my company, my production company page. This is the GC Pictures. It's on Facebook and on Instagram. And there are all the news about the next thing.
Excellent. Love it. Thank you. Thank you so much again for your time. And we're the Hollywood Times today. And we're the Hollywood Times official on YouTube. And keep us posted on your future endeavors. And hopefully we can meet you sometime, not virtually, but in person. Great.
Absolutely. It will
Great.
be a real pleasure.
Thank you again, Giorgio.
Thank you
Talk
very
soon.
much.
Bye-bye.